to own the Phantom. Now, Phantom, big fan of Raven, as you can clearly see.
Yeah, I was about to say, anyone can guess what character he plays?
Indeed. Now, this is a couple of players that have both been playing in tournaments for a while. Phantom, very well experienced in UK Championship tournaments. He's been at almost every single one.
Yeah.
And he's played really well in almost every single one.
Yeah, he plays really well. From Dublin, like you said, made it back through the losers all the way.
Dublin was his real breakout tournament in the UK Championship, where he got sent to losers early and brought it all the way back. Now, CALLMEARJ King qualified in London using a mixture of Claudio and Feng. Now, Akuma, I've not really seen this guy pick Akuma yet.
Yeah, he actually started out playing Akuma in Tekken 7.
I remember you mentioning.
It's interesting that he's gone back to Akuma. I wonder if there's any reason as to why.
Well, we saw good results with CALLMEARJ King's Claudio, and a big part of that might have come from just unfamiliarity and him being ready and his opponents not being as ready, right? Because you're forcing them to learn a new character. Is this going to be a repeat of that with Akuma?
Yeah, well, Akuma, I guess people in the UK don't really have that much experience with. I happen to play the character, so I quite know a bit of it.
He's going to be a character that definitely in some ways plays by his own rules.
Yes.
You know, he's got some really new additions that, being a character from, you know, other games, he's got his own fundamentals that have actually carried over in Tekken 7. Now the question is, how much experience does the Phantom have in this matchup? Master Raven, he plays a very solid sort of hit and run style. Takes damage when he can get it as well.
He doesn't get a counter hit, Dave. Looking for the counter hit. Back to 1-4 and just out the sky and puts Akuma in rage.
Only needs one more hit, but that's going to chase down that sidestep very easily, and that's going to be round 1 for Phantom.
So what's really interesting about Akuma is that he actually has an EX bar. He actually has a super bar. Now what this can do is he can either go for EX moves, and he has access to an invincible EX DP. So you have to be very careful when Akuma has meter from pressing buttons.
Really nice awareness there from Phantom. Blocking that sweep is actually what we call launch punishable. Means you get a full launcher if you block it.
Yes.
Breaker, nice damage.
And that was a huge amount of damage, and this is going to be it. Yes, guaranteed.
Looking very comfortable for the Phantom right now. I mean, both these players, though, in this top 16 in general, a lot of players have been on the back foot, though, so you definitely can't count someone out that's lost 2 rounds. They can easily bring it back if they keep it together, but Phantom.
And Akuma does have full super meter, so he can get huge damage. I'm sure people have seen those online combos and online comebacks of Akuma.
The videos that just keep on coming, I think.
There you go, goes to the nice Tatsu, goes for the sweep, focus enemy catches him,
Oh.
side roll in, and just comes on the sky with the unblockable, and this could be it, just rolls into the kick.
Now, that was very, very cheeky stuff. Now, the unblockable, actually, in Tekken 7, because Master Raven has a sword, Raven didn't have a sword before. Now, the unblockable in this game has a little bit more range to accommodate that, but does a little bit less damage.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a fair trade-off. You can't have both, the best of both worlds.
Phantom looks unbelievably menacing in this lighting. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
So here we go, going back into character change. Now, it's no surprise. If we do see a character change, it really is no surprise, because we do know he can play Feng and Claudio. So the Akuma pick didn't really seem to work that well. I'm not really surprised that we've seen him go for Claudio. The stage change as well, but I have to see what he gets.
What's very interesting is that CALLMEARJ King changed his character and then changed his button layout. That's very interesting.
I wonder if he changed it just for Akuma or something.
Yeah.
He might have changed his buttons just for Akuma. Here we go. We're going to be going into the next game. Still in best of 3, so it's going to be, you know, if Phantom takes this next game, he's moving on. But CALLMEARJ King, 2 games to try and bring back.
Yeah, he definitely had a great show in the London tournament, I felt. So, and with Claudio as well.
But it was good knowledge of what Claudio has. Now, Claudio has a mechanic called Starburst. Certain moves will actually cause one of his gloves to glow blue. And when that happens, he gets access to new moves that are unbelievably dangerous.
Unbelievably. Both. Well, he has an unblockable, he has a mid-launch, and he has a low launch.
And the punishes on those are quite tricky if you're not familiar. Neither of which, I believe, aren't really launch punishable. So you can take a little bit of damage.
Yeah, they're not launch punishable at all. But as we say that, CALLMEARJ King gets launched, and it's going to go to the wall. Doesn't get the combo. Nice bar standing 1-1.
Oh, dedicating in for the rage drive. Unfortunately, you really think that CALLMEARJ was waiting for that to get blocked, not hit.
Yeah, sometimes it is a bit, if you get hit and you're not really expecting it to be hit, you can't really be ready. But it starts with the hop kick, has the starburst now. What's the mix-up?
Oh, no mix-up, just run in 2.
Just gets launched himself, and it's going to be a nice tailspin.
It's not going to quite even out the damage, but we're going to get a nice amount of wall carry regardless. Here we go. This is where CALLMEARJ might be able to bring it back. He just needs to keep Phantom near the wall. What's the mix-up?
He's still got the Starburst. Goes for the Starburst launch. Another great good punish from the Phantom.
Yeah, going for the low launch. A little bit too far away to do anything. A drop from Phantom, though. And the neck breaker in range will do it.
Yeah, that was so much damage.
Very unfortunately, what really started that sequence was when CALLMEARJ went for the low launch, but spaced it way too far away. And Phantom just punishing that all day.
Phantom with a nice parry. And looks like he got the cartwheel. And this is a huge amount of damage. And Phantom off to a great start. But as we say that, CALLMEARJ gets a twin piston.
Doesn't quite finish yet. Bear in mind, he only gets Starburst if those specific moves connect, and unfortunately didn't get it at the end. At this rate, Phantom's looking to make it 3 rounds!
That was a lovely parry. Now, the Phantom has already told me that that kind of parry and knowledge of to when to parry is just through experience.
I mean, like, things like that, and parries in particular, when you watch them in competitive, they hit so often. You almost think that they're active for a million years. But they're not really. It just comes down to if you feel like it's going to connect. A lot of parries in it, you just go with your gut, you know. If you feel like that's when it's going to work, you do it, and, you know, most of the time it works because these guys just have good reads. They've got the experience and they can do it.
Yeah, you just saw Phantom give a little gesture to the crowd.
Of course, I've got no doubt.